Did I scare you? Good, now I got your attention. Hopefully you enjoyed that intro, and yeah, I just want to do kind of a quick walk around during the day here where you can actually see this thing for what it's worth. So if you're new to the channel, or if you haven't been watching this series, it's a Bobcat M371. It originally came with a single-cylinder Kohler gas engine, and that got swapped out with a 3-cylinder Kubota diesel engine. You'll have to excuse the weed whacker in the background because my neighbors decided to start trimming. But anyway, so basically this whole thing got stripped down. Everything except for the main frame was sandblasted, obviously repainted. The main frame was brought down to pretty much bare metal by hand, and replaced pretty much all the wear items. Fortunately, I didn't have to mess with any of the clutches or chain drive. Everything was good in there. I did get brand new metal rims for it, all 4 brand new tires. Every single hydraulic hose on here has been replaced. I added these chain hooks and D-rings on both sides of the bucket for lifting. All four of the hydraulic cylinders have been rebuilt. I added a mini excavator style throttle with a locking position. Up here in the front is the Dayglow, let's see, it's oil pressure and water temp gauges. So that's all new. It's got a brand new seat, brand new seat belt, new grips for the steering control levers. I put the non-skid strips on all the areas so that easy access in and out. I welded on grab bars to make it a little easier to get in and out of the machine. And I added in LED lights to the front. Let's see, pretty much all the maintenance items have been gone through. All the maintenance on the engine, oil filter, new cone style air filter, got a new fuel shutoff valve, radiator was flushed. I'm just waiting on an adapter for the water temp gauge. Apparently M10 comes in 3 different sizes. M10 by, what is it, 1.0, 1.25, and 1.5. So let's see, new Bobcat filter, all the hydraulic fluid. I got a spun aluminum fuel tank for it. The original tank was down here in the back in the belly of the machine, but the oil pan for the diesel engine sat too far low into the frame and there was no room for the tank, plus it was pretty nasty. So went with this. It's like a 2.8 gallon tank. I did have to have it modified so that I have a fuel return line. If you know about diesel engines, your injection pump is going to send fuel up to all 3 injectors, typically at more of a flow rate than it needs. So any excess fuel recircs back to the tank. So I had to add that on there. Let's see, what else? Obviously new decals. So this Melro Bobcat M371, that's a correct decal for it. It's supposed to have an orange stripe that goes vertical up this sidebar. Decided not to add that on there. The Bobcat on the arm and the Bobcat cat face are really for a newer machine. Shouldn't be on here, but I like the way it looked. So I added it. All this stuff here, the carry load low, the 500 capacity rating, all the warning decals, these instructions down here for the quick attach, those are all correct for the machine. And then of course I added my own custom Sideshow Bobcat character on the front of the bucket, and then it's on both arms in the front. So kind of got to do what I can to make it my own. This side over here has got the how to adjust the clutches decal. It's on both sides actually. That's also correct for the machine. And that's pretty much it. I mean, I've just gone through the whole thing and made it look good and replaced all the wear items and swapped out the engine. Gave it a little more horsepower, and obviously the diesel's a little cooler than the gas. The only thing that I don't really care for is the tooth bucket. I actually thought that was a cool feature when I got it, and though very handy for a small machine to help get you that extra bite into the dirt, I don't typically do dirt work, so I may end up cutting those off and putting a new cutting edge on just to have a flat blade on there so that I can back drag my area back here and keep things smoothed out. So that's it. that's really about it for the walk around. Like I said, hopefully you've enjoyed the series. I've had a lot of fun building this thing. You know, obviously I love doing restorations, but I also like doing fabrication work. So to create the motor mounts and whatnot, well, actually take the motor mounts out and put solid mounts in, but anyway, all that fabrication, cutting, welding, and just trying to make something that wasn't supposed to work is really enjoyable to me. So I enjoy that. So anyway, like I said, hopefully you've enjoyed the series. Hopefully you like the final product. As of right now, the plan is to keep Sideshow Bobcat around for a while, but you know how that is around here. It's Rusty Wrench Restorations, not Rusty Wrench keep everything forever. I just don't have the room or the funds to be able to keep everything that I do. So, you know, in this kind of condition, a little Bobcat like this, where everything's new and ready to go, no issues, like can work today, this is the time to get the premium cash out for it. It just is what it is. You know, some people say they don't like these little ones, they're too small, it's belt driven, they'd rather have one that's hydrostatic, and maybe that is the case, but I know there is a big demand for these things, especially around here. You know, I live in Virginia Beach, lots of neighborhoods, so people like these small machines to be able to get through gates to get into backyards, whether it be for landscaping, stump removal, whatever. So they're pretty handy to have. You just have to know what its limits are. Obviously, it's only got a 500-pound lift capacity. You know, it's not a big D9 dozer that's going to get all kinds of work done. But for moving mulch and loose soil, it's you can't get anything better. I believe it's very similar to the S20, kind of like the smallest ones Bobcat made without having a stand on the back of it. These are the smallest, like ride-on ones. But yeah, so it is what it is. Like I said, hopefully you've enjoyed the series. Hopefully you like the way it turned out. Hopefully you like the intro. Sorry if I gave you the jump scare. But anyway, next week I have a new reveal for a new project for the channel. It's a bucket list tractor that I've been wanting for many years. To bring a whole new genre of people to the channel. I know I'm typically a John Deere guy, so I'll give you that up front. It's not a John Deere. I like to do new things, and like I said, it's been a bucket list tractor, something that I've wanted for a long time. Really hard to find around here. I had to make a 5-hour trip up and another 5-hour trip down to get this thing from where I got it from, which you'll see all that in the next video. I don't want to ruin that, but just be back next Saturday for that. I think y'all gonna like that. So anyway, thanks always for the support. If you haven't subscribed, please do. It's absolutely free, and we'll catch you in the next one.